This is Raelene Byrne, Medicine for Your Spirit. Wow, this last week since the eclipse has been full on. I don't know how you're all feeling, but I know a lot of people in my immediate world and my immediate surrounds, we've all been feeling a little bit knocked around. And we've still got another eclipse to come. So what I would like to talk to you about, which is a big theme, and it's been up for the last couple of weeks, but it's very, very potentizing right now, is around our own personal power. We've got all this astrological influential energy happening, and we're being really compelled to start to know who we are and to stand strong in that. So initially, when I was coming onto this call today, I thought, oh, it's going to be about boundaries. And then it's like, no, it's about your power. So what I want to do, I'm going to just read something for you from my book, Alchemy of Awareness. And I just want to read this one little thing. It's all about how we give our power away, like what we give it to. So know and own your power. When I started on this awakening process towards wholeness, ascension, enlightenment, oneness, I used to think, or maybe I was subconsciously being told, that I needed things to increase my abilities. I invested in many courses and workshops, seminars and classes, bought bucket loads of crystals, which I do have still because I love them. I just had to have the latest new age paraphernalia in the hope that I would be more empowered, more complete, more unique in what I was offering. So how many of us have fallen into that belief or that under that influence that we need all these things in order to be more whole, more complete? It's all untrue. As we know, they're good things to play with. I'm not saying we don't do it and we don't invest in those things, by all means. When we invest in courses or crystals or oracle cards, and God knows I've got hundreds of them, what we're doing is we are having tools around us to help us remember from within parts of our own knowing and parts of our own wisdom that is wanting to come through. We have been so suppressed energetically as culturally and through humanity for so many hundreds of years, thousands of years, that we're in this great transitional time right now where everything is waking up, and we are needing some of these things to help us remember. So when it comes to our power, please, we are way more powerful than what we've ever given ourselves credit for, than even what we even can imagine for ourselves. And it starts with us being in a place of getting to know ourselves. So in the next few weeks, with all this eclipse energy, we are going to be challenged around our power. We're going to be challenged around what is true for us. It's already happening. So we have to stand firm. And one of the things I like to do, instead of going, I'm empowered, is I really like to start my day with this simple declaration, and I offer it to you. Today, I stand in my own light. That beautiful declaration, that acknowledgement of who we are, of all that we are, is a call to action. What it does, it allows your energy field to ignite, to start amplifying, and that becomes your force field. We don't have to have boundaries. We need strong force fields about our own power, our own light, because that's what our power is. Our power is our inner light. It's everything we've brought through with us from all our past lives, all our soul memories. And all we need to do is start tapping in. And this is part of our process right now that we are being given, is to shift some of the things in the way of us holding that energy and that greatness of ourselves. Now, I do believe I have a caller here from Ontario. I just missed the name. Shauna from Ontario. How can I help? Be of assistance, guidance, support? Let me know.
Hi there. I was actually just wondering a pretty easy question, which I can't seem to come up with a solution for myself, so I needed help with. I had just moved back home, and I'm considering going back where I was at. I was in BC, and I was really loving it there, but it got cut short because my health took a bit of a turn, so I needed to come home and take care of that. I'm having a hard time because I feel like I want to go back out where I just was, or if I should stay where I am, and start court proceedings, which is something that I'm going to do if I do stay here.
Okay, so how long have you been in your new environment?
Well, I'm from Ontario, and I had went out to BC to do some healing, heart healing. My soul has been pulling me to go out there for a couple of years, but I kept like freezing, and I didn't go. And then I finally went, and I was out there for 10 weeks, and then I just got back to Ontario.
Okay, so it was a healing process that you were experiencing.
Well, yeah, it was like a soul call to go out there. I've had the urge since 2018, basically. So it's been a little bit, and I kept freezing in my steps because I've never been out there, and I've never flown as an adult by myself or anything. So I was really nervous to go. But I loved it out there.
The word you said, it's sort of like, it's really interesting because the card I pulled today for everyone was knowing, the energy of knowing. This is high awareness. And what you just said is your soul called you somewhere.
Yes.
Your soul called you. You followed that knowing. So when we start to follow those knowings, our energy body starts to expand and elevate. I just want to grab something to show you what it looks like. Excuse me, I've just got a dash over here. Okay, so when we follow a soul calling, as you've just done, as you've told me, I'll come to the answer in a minute, and we go to a place, what happens is where we were living, this is a slinky. This is what our energy field, this is my analogy, what our energy field sort of looks like when we're mundane, living through life, not really connected, not really aware or awake. And then when our soul starts to talk to us, there's got to be more to life, there's something else, I've got to go here. It's like our energy field does this. It opens. So we have more light and space coming in, but we also have the ability to lose a lot of old stuff. Okay, so when we're like this, stuff is trapped. When we're like this, stuff moves. Okay, so you've gone to a place where you've gone from this to this, and to go back means you're going to have to go back to this.
Well, there isn't. Yes.
Sorry,
yes. And I'm feeling that too greatly. But there's one big key in that. The reason why, one of the reasons why I came back was, the reason why I went out to BC was because for heart healing was because I just finished a 3-year battle with my ex for my daughter for custody, and it really did a number on me. I needed to remove myself from the situation. I had come back now, and I was going to go file court papers to go another round in court with my ex, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that right now.
Right. So I just pulled a card while you were talking, and it's the energy of the kookaburra. This is I don't think you get them in America or Canada. These are an Australian bird. They laugh. They're the bird that laughs, and its message is about strong boundaries. Strong boundaries.
Yeah.
So I just sort of touched on that a little bit about our personal power, standing in our power. So this whole thing about the fight, the court case, whatever it is, sometimes we just have to stop you've already done this before, and you stop and you've got to go in. As I keep saying and I've been on this show a few times now, I don't like doing prophetic stuff. The reason being is because we all know our true answer. So to go in and go, okay, my mind is saying this, and my ego is telling me this, and my inner judge and my inner critic is telling me this. What is my heart and soul telling me? You followed this before. You had to move because your soul pulled you somewhere. It's time to go in. What's the best thing for me? And I think at the moment, Shauna, because of, I'm going goosey saying this, because of what's going on globally at the moment, there is so much friction and so much really weird energy around trying to clear the old out of our lives and release it and push it out, and so we can move on. The best way to navigate it is to go, which is the path that's going to bring me peace? Which is the pathway that will allow me to stay connected to my own heart and soul and live in more peace? And sometimes that, following something like that, a simple question and a simple, that's what I need for me right now. I can't, because there's too much angst going on. I have to have peace in myself. When we choose that, it's really interesting. It's very interesting how the universe will organize itself in such a way that things start to shift around you, and whatever it is that you think you have to fight for doesn't become a fight anymore. It becomes the solution arises. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, very much so, yes.
So that's my answer for you. My wisdom for you is to go within, which is the peaceful path, because that, with gratitude, gives us solutions. The solutions arise, and you come from that place of knowing and peace and great gratitude, but you feel better about it. It's like we don't want to fight anymore. We just want to find the solution and move towards it. And that's all I can really say to you, because I don't want to do prophetic stuff.
Understandable. No, I appreciate it greatly. I do. Sometimes you need to be reminded to keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That's medicine for your spirit. That's your own medicine. Please come and visit my website, raelenebyrne.com.